take on Kiln Fiend. I think I've seen some more all-in Kiln Fiend builds before, and I like what this deck is doing for two reasons. First is that these decks tend to be a little bit threat light, so being able to play both Inquisition and Thoughtseize allow us to kind of punch through the removal that the opponent's potentially playing. And these decks also tend to have a little bit too much air in them, and Faithless Looting kind of lets you cycle through some of that air to like find the right half you're looking for, right? And on top of that, we have we're leveraging Modern Staple Bedlam Reveler here to kind of gas back up should our opponent be looking to grind us out. And then we've got one Hazoret in the main and more in the sideboard. I'm assuming to let us beat through things like Jund, although I think I'd probably even bring this in against like Jeskai, just to like stress all the removal to the max. Which part of America are you flying to? AIM boats. Country is very large. In Modern in general, it's always like I'm kind of like consistently impressed with. I'm kind of consistently impressed with the different things that people send in. Just like still, you think we've been doing this for a few months now, and mostly Modern. It's just like I still get people sending and goes, oh, huh, that's kind of neat. We haven't done that before. Put these towards Jund. Thank you, Detroit Lion. Will do. All right. Apparently, Moto wasn't happy about joining that game. Let's Oh, Moto. It's been a while since I've seen a full-on crash like that. We have memory leaks with some consistency, but just a full dump is, I haven't played straight blue-white Spirit since we got the new Spirit lore, but I was pretty unimpressed with Bant Spirits when we played it. Bant Spirits, with more 2-drops, Collecting Company becomes worse because you're, like, getting less mana on average out of your thing, so... And now Moto's taking forever to log in. Well. Well. Yeah, I'm running Magic Online on Linux through Wine. There's a Docker image that makes it super easy to run. You just like install Docker and then you just install Docker and then fire the image up and it works right away. All right, I killed it and I logged in this time. So God bless, I guess. Maybe it's in the process of logging in. Pretty. Oh, we don't have mana cost on our cards yet. We're still processing. All right, we got there. This looks like a mulligan, right? Just like one land and no cantrip. I don't know if it's in the Docker library. If you Google MTGO Docker, there's a GitHub for it. I'm going to keep this on the draw with the Scry. Get a couple shots to land our Faithless Looting here. Okay. So I'm pretty confident that in most situations against Hollowed One, when you have this turn 1 decision where you're like have to pick between playing a discard spell and killing their Flameblight Adept, I'm pretty sure it's correct to play the discard spell almost every time, because a lot of the time they only have like one enabler in their hand, and if you're able to take their enabler away, the rest of their hand gets a lot worse. Yeah, so like here, I get to go ahead and take this Faithless Looting away from them, which means they're not going to be able to ditch Flamewake Phoenix and play Hollowed One next turn, and they're not going to get to attack us for extra damage with the Flameblight Adept. I'm like, obviously they could like, you know, hit Street Wraiths and then play a Hollowed One anyways, but I think what I did there was correct. You have to laugh, chat, because if we didn't laugh, we would cry, okay? This you have to just take your lumps where you can get them and move along with your life. His magic sure is low variance. Yep. I mean that's just how modern is sometimes, chat. Like you just gotta roll with the punches, I think. I think this is a matchup where I'm interested in trimming Bedlam Reveler. I feel like while I want some of them, I don't want all of them. This is a little bit medium. How do I feel about like extra Hazoret and then some Kolaghan's commands? Like if I can get my hand empty, which I feel like I probably can a lot of games, this card's very good at both attacking and blocking. How do we feel about this plan? I trimmed these, and I'm bringing in 2k commands and a Hazoret. Oh, Leyline. Yeah, that's probably good. I'm dumb. This is much better, right? What are we trimming? Fatal Push is medium. I have bolts and forked bolts. Yes, obviously we want Leyline. We are bringing in Force of Will. I forgot. This is a deck where we want Force of Will. Look at that competitive advantage that chat provides. I appreciate you all. What am I trimming here for the last two? Push becomes better with Leyline? Not really. I guess you're saying it's better because I can kill their things. Like, I still have 7 pieces of 1 mana removal. Keep up the good work, Jeff. Love your content. Cone, thanks for re-upping for the 8th month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think I want this amount of removal. I don't know that I want to trim more threats. Like, I need ways to actually kill them. I'm gonna trim a couple of Thoughtseizes, because it's kind of medium anyways. Dreadbore is pretty important, I think. Having cards that allow us to kill both Elf creatures and Hollowed One, I think, are a priority. Yeah, especially if, like, we're able to get Leyline into play. Like, if we can get Leyline into play, then we just want to make sure we have ways to kill Hollowed One, because that's, like, their only big threat that they can play out. No, I think Taylor's important. I think especially if I want to trim, like, Bedlam Reveler, I, like, need ways to actually kill them. Hey, Morasser, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Trousers, 3 months. I have a question. Given Bridgevine isn't banned too soon, how much tournaments? I would be very surprised if I don't move Bridgevine from high potential to proven decks very soon. I think 1 or 2 major event top 8s, and I'm going to slide that deck up, and I would not be surprised to see that deck be very successful very soon. I think this hand is just like on the low end of keepable, but it feels bad to not have a Leyline in the opener. Pyro Jack, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Welcome. I'm not sure offhand when the next big modern tournament is. I feel like I feel like our linear game plan probably isn't good enough. No, I don't think Scred Dragons is very good. If I wanted to play a Blood Moon deck, I would play Mardu Pyromancer. Noltad, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Thanks for keeping me employed this month. Welcome. There's a team event next weekend. Yeah, I think I gotta pitch this. This hand is much better. Can Leyline of the Void trigger prowess? I'm gonna bottom that. I don't really need a second looting. Actually, Bagaboosh, I think changing your sideboard is the correct way to metagame Modern. I think like making overarching changes is kind of silly, but I know at least especially for playing online, paper formats tend to adapt a little bit more slowly. So unless you know that your shop has like extremely competitive players that are willing to change decks, generally speaking, making too big of changes, especially for smaller paper tournaments, tends to be a mistake in my experience because a lot of people don't make that big of changes in their decks week to week. What's you white taking turns? The white in taking turns is mostly for sideboard cards, Justin. It's got like Terminus and Stony Silence and Monastery Mentor on the board. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, I would probably just pack some extra graveyard hate that's just like generically good. Huh. You want to take looting or goblin lore here? These two are stranded, which is nice. I think I take the looting. I think I'm gonna take the looting away. Like goblin lore, they have no control over. They could just like keep their crappy delve threats. I'm doing well, Rebner. I always feel good on the mornings I go to the gym. Exercise is good for your body, believe it or not. All right. I guess I'm pretty far off of casting this Bedlam Reveler. I'm gonna just take their goblin lore here and hope to beat them down, I think. Maybe this is greedy. Thanks, P. Scott MC. Yeah, I'm really pretty happy with how the website's turned out. I'm gonna hold this for now because they like hit a black source and play the Bloodghast. I can just like fork bolt 1/1 just like as a 1-mana Searing Blaze basically. They drew Fatal Push. It's a bit of a tilt. I assume we're gonna see them ditch their delve threats. Yep, they missed a land drop still. I missed a donation there. Bear Senior. Amulet Breach. It's been a while since I've seen you play it. Feel free to edit the sideboard. Will do, Bear Senior. Thanks for the support. Yeah, it's been, actually, I had someone asking me about Amulet Titan decks that I played in the past, and all the ones from last year where we played the Amulet Breach deck came up in my search. I was like, oh yeah, we played this deck a bunch. Yeah, I think I just want to hold the Thoughtseize for a Faithless Looting at this point. Sure. So their hand is Bloodghast, Flame Lake Phoenix right now. Let's cast this. Make red-black here. Just kill the dog here. Lots of Infect at a PPTQ. I think Infect's a fine deck. Like like my life motto here is on stream basically. Anything that's linear enough to kill by X turn is very, very reasonable. I think we're gonna die, chat. Or like I guess Hazoret could give us a real chance here, right? We're just like looking for another land now. That's kind of unfortunate. How do we feel? How do you feel about keep Hazoret Bolt here? Is that greedy? I kind of want to keep Hazoret Bolt. Because Bolt lets me kill the Flame Wake. Should we miss a land drop? And, like, if we hit an untapped land, we just have to, like, jam Hazoret and smash them. Like, we're only going to 11 here, so, like, Hazoret's, like, winning this race by a lot if we hit at this turn. Okay. Yeah, I didn't Thoughtseize them because their hand was kind of clunky. They were missing land drops anyway, so I didn't really know what I'd want to take. And, like, I had the Faithless Looting in the graveyard. So, like, I got to turn the Thoughtseize into something else here, which I think is reasonable. I'm going to take the Flamewake Phoenix off the table, and I'm going to get in for 2 here for now. This game's really kind of showing the power of the Hollowed One deck. Like, a lot of people have been asking to compare the Hollowed One deck with the Bridgevine deck, and, like, just the Hollowed One deck's ability to play through a card like Leyline of the Void is just very, very powerful, whereas the Bridgevine deck, while it can take a card like Leyline off the table, it really can't win through it. It needs to take it off the table. So that's a big deal, I think. Alright, Dog Mom, go. Meme Monday isn't the only day we play memes. It's just Meme Monday is a sacred day where you're guaranteed all memes. So this is modern. So we meme 4, 5, 6 days a week sometimes. Man, this game's making me want just all the Dog Moms post board. Maybe I should just have all of them. Alright, I mean, like, attacking with Dog Mom here is just, like, abyssing them, right? Just, like, obligated to block, so I can, like, discard this Leyline of the Void. Yep, yeah, catch us right at the start here. This is match 1, game 2. We are currently down a game against Black Red Hollowed One. Yep. Nothing witty this month. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna take this jump block here, I think. Dog Mom's getting feisty. Like, they were dead to removal there. Do I want to leave myself dead to Bolt? Probably not, right? I think I'm just gonna pass here. They get to smack us with this because it's menacing. Like, is this a flavor fail that, like, this is menacing to Hazoret? I feel like it's a severe flavor failure, chat. How do we feel? Do you agree that it's a severe flavor failure? Alright, let's abyss them first. And then play Bedlam Reveler, because Dog Mom's not going to be able to attack or block after we draw 3 cards. This is not quite a combo, but they're just, like, both individually powerful cards. I think playing both of them is probably fine. Good. Don't kill me. They definitely have cards that could kill us here. Looting into Goblin Lore, looting into Burning Inquiry, Bolts, Street Wraiths, etc. That plus a Bolt. Yep. Close game. Close game. Unfortunately, I didn't have the option to fetch a basic mountain when I fetched the second swamp, so it feels bad. Let's take play from the opponent. Let's queue up another, shall we? It was just a quiet sneeze because I mute myself when I sneeze. God bless hotkeys. This hand could be anything. It's definitely mediocre. My opponent mulligan though. I'm gonna keep this. I think this is the low end of keepable. Maybe it's bad though. Yeah, we technically have a treasure boat. Glister Elf, that's scary. Good news, chat. We get to fetch shock aggressively. What do I have to do before work? I type T into my search bar here. What's going on, Snowski? Welcome. Blue Black Delver. I'm actually not sure which list you're referring to, Twerkin. Yeah, Barcode, good games. Good luck in the rest of your league. Hollow One's really impressive. I'm like constantly impressed with Hollow One's ability to like win through graveyard hate like you did there. It really is a sweet deck pizza. It's just like it generates just like genuinely good games of Magic the Gathering. Do I take this Groundswell here? I feel like I can't cast the Blighted Agent yet. This is just like get rid of 4 Infect basically. I agree. I think Infect is one of the, and we actually talked about this on stream yesterday too. I think decks that are able to play the combo decks that care about traditional interaction are good combo decks to have in the format. I mean, honestly, Barcode Killer, like that second game that we played, I feel like is a big, whoo, lordy, lordy, is it? Oh, Lord, oh, chat. Oh, chat, so that's, oh, baby. Oh, baby. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Alrighty. Alright, Taylor. You ready to head to the party, Taylor? Taylor's here and she's feeling feisty, chat. She's all fired up after that fork bolt. Second Bedlam, less good of a draw. Deal. Cast Inquisition, trigger prowess. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I guess I wanted to take the vines. I definitely had a moment of lag there where like it popped up over my thing and I had already clicked, but I guess they can't cast this agent yet. Yeah, it's really sweet, JoJo. This format is just so awesome. There's just so many genuinely like I finished adding another set of decks to my website last night and I was like, holy crap, there are 30 decks on here and like 26 of them are like reasonable decks I wouldn't mind playing in a tournament. I want to just like preserve my health total as much as possible here. Are you saying would I play Wizards again like if I had to go to a Magic tournament? I don't know, probably. I'm not going to a Magic tournament anytime soon though, so I don't really need to answer that question. I play Magic mostly for fun these days. I'm a happier person playing Magic for fun. It's weird. All right, they have draws that kill us next turn. We're dead to Might of Old Corrosa here. I go fire up. Might is exactly 10. Disdainful Stroke or Ceremonious Reduction. Basically, the question you want to ask yourself, not even, is do you want your counterspell to be good against Tron and KCI, or do you want your counterspell to be good against like Tron and Valakut Titan? I think that's the question you want to ask yourself when you're like picking between Disdainful Stroke and Rejection. Hey, morning, Nivik. Potentially Rug. Yeah, maybe I was a little bit too defensive there and should have just, like, saved it conservatively. Because then I could have, if I saved the bolt conservatively, I could have just, like, bolted in response to a pump spell, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I actually think if decks like Bridgevine are getting more popular, Infect actually becomes a really good metagame choice. Infect is just like king of being able to like win linear races because in addition to having a fast clock itself, it also gets to like play some spell pierces to interact with the opponent. Are we dead? I think we might be dead. We're dead to Become Immense. We're dead to Might of Old Corrosa. We're dead to Vines of the Vastwood. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of Jund in the current format. I don't mind green-black mid-range, but I'm not a huge fan of Jund personally. Collective Brutality is absurd here, thankfully. Dog Mom's a little bit slow. I probably want to trim at least one Bedlam Reveler here. I think going to 11 threats is probably fine. Dreadbore's pretty clunky. You know, the next time we might see you play Blood Wizards, you're going to be done playing the deck. Just want to play at the end of the stream. Yeah, Jojo, it's just going to be... I'm just working off the queue. I don't, the queue pays my bills. Blue-Red Tempo is actually in the queue currently. We had someone donate to add my latest version. I had someone bump it, but it's currently line 55 in there. So, again, decks like that, you're always welcome to donate for an archetype that I've played in the past and say, hey, Jeff, just play your latest iteration of this deck when it gets to the top of the queue. I'm always happy to do that. But yeah, my plans are I don't intend to like take over and like dictate what we're playing unless I intend to go to another event at some point in the future, but I don't have any of those scheduled at the moment. I don't actually think Invisible Stalker is that good. And I think Explosives is really clunky and awkward, and I really don't want to board it in. My opponent boarded in Invisible Stalker against me when I was playing Blue-Red Tempo at the Open, and then just, like, I just ignored it, and I raced them faster because they were trying to deal 20 points of damage. It seemed really bad. Molten Rain could be okay here. I don't know. I have a bunch of removal spells. Yeah, Nivik, the Tempo Mage list that Klets shared that he was playing, I think did something similar. And I haven't been into too much Hearthstone lately. Kind of fell off for me. This hand's fine. Pretty confident I'm supposed to lead on a discard spell here because Infect often keeps hands that only have one threat. Engineered Explosives cannot hit the land creatures. Please read Engineered Explosives. If Engineered Explosives killed lands, it'd kind of be absurd. Oh. I got you, Equinox. Remind me to give you your sword back later. Take Noble? Seriously? I'm just gonna, like, die to this Glister Elf if I take Noble. I feel like I'm just supposed to take the cards that kill me. I think because I have two discard spells, I'm just supposed to go Infector, Infector. I think taking Noble Hierarch, hoping they get mana screwed, is just, like, ambitious. You should just take the cards that beat you. Yeah, their hand is very good. To be fair, most of your hands that are all spells look very good. We are drawing a lot of lands so far today. Show me the Infect creature that you drew. Yep. Still taking Blighted Agent, I think. Let's see. Spellskite hit play. Woobum, thank you for the 6-month free subscription. Thanks for the half a year of support. Welcome back. Well, I mean, that's less good. So I'm going to attack with this. And if they block, I'm going to post-combat bolt this. I know they have the Vines of the Vastwood to protect this, but I think I'd be okay with them burning Vines here. I think that's an okay exchange for us. Probably hold these lands from here because I have a bunch of copies of Faithless Looting in my deck. Please remember, if you're going to provide feedback in chat of a play that I made, you need to be specific about why that play should be different. Always happy to learn. Not happy to just be told I'm wrong without validation. Maybe the fact that they have Spellskite means I should have left this this Dreadbore in. It's another way to kill big things. I guess I have 2 Fatal Pushes and 2 Kolaghan's commands. Well, we are super dead. The new rig's running well, Wub. It actually doesn't. Like, my actual performance isn't that different. Like, my older computer wasn't exactly bad. It was just getting older. And since I'm doing this full-time as work now, I basically just, like, wanted to make sure that the computer that I'm using for work is current. And I also have a backup streaming rig in the house now, which is nice. So, like, if something were to happen to this, like I had a lemon part or, like, a random failure, I'd be able to still work. So I'm gonna attack here. Hopefully they don't block because any burn spell would kill the Spellskite. Yeah, that's good for us. So maybe we can race them here if they draw kind of bad. No, I don't think so, Hammy. I think that's really narrow. Maybe boarding in 1 is fine. I guess you could maybe argue that Alpine Moon is a worthwhile inclusion because I have Faithless Looting, so I get to board it out when it's bad. Yeah, installing Docker is super easy. You just apt-get install docker.io and then add your default user to the Docker group. I mean, she's okay. Like, she's pushed, like, what, 3 or 4 points of damage? Yeah. Yeah, and, like the draw my opponent has this game is definitely, like, ideal against, like, what our deck is trying to do, right? Like, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threats plus a Spellskite. So, like, they had like, over a third of their threats in, like, a fifth of their deck. Which that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Like, sometimes the linear deck is going to have their draw lineup well against the interactive deck. I'm like, that's just, like, the danger of playing these, like, kind of interactive decks in Modern. What's going on, folks? Welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. We're off to kind of a medium-ish start with this red-black Kiln Fiend deck. Hanging out, playing some Modern today. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do this because I love it, but my subscribers are the reason I'm able to stream here full-time like I do. If you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, that gives you Twitch Prime included with that for free. And Twitch Prime gives you a free channel subscription every single month to a channel of your choice here on Twitch. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Even if you don't want to support my content with that Twitch Prime, make sure you go and give it to somebody out there that's streaming lots of stuff on Twitch, because it's basically like taking money out of Amazon pockets and giving it to someone that's making stuff here on Twitch. Past subscribing, you can support my content by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn some of your cards into other cards directly with other players. There's no haggling, they just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. Cool Stuff Inc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles using promo code Jeff5. You can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anironix, Justin Nivik, and all y'all out there. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Remember, if you are new and enjoying what you see, at least hit the follow button. Wooly Thorcat, checking in with that brand new Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks, Acers, for the free fun buckaroos. That free fun money to you is real dollar reduced to me, so I appreciate that. Thanks for taking the time to do that, folks. Hungry Bowl, checking in with the brand new Twitch Prime. Thanks for supporting my stuff that month. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for picking me for that this month. I think I can keep this with a Faithless Looting. The question is, do I want a Looting on one or do I want a Thoughtseize on one? What do we think? What do we think? Did I say Thorcat? Yeah, Woolly Thocat. It is Woolly Thoktar. I definitely said Thorcat. Thoktar. Glanson, bad at usernames. Louie, thanks for re-upping for another month of Prime. I appreciate that. Acer, you as well. Woolly Thoktar. Yep, definitely Thoktar, not Thorcat. Good call, good call, good call. What's the turn one, chat? It's definitely Fetch Blood Crypt. Thoughtseize does help us plan the looting. I kind of like that. And if we're just like a true professional, we can just like rip a land and then like jam the Kiln Fiend onto. I think I like that. They also mulligans. We could like catch them with their pants down on a weak hand tier. Their hand is actually very good here, huh? What axis do I want? Basically, we have to make a decision here of what axis I want to fight this game on. I think I'm going to take this game and go long, meaning I want to prioritize taking something like Lead the St. Peter Collected Company, or do I think I'm going to try and aggro them out of the game, in which case I want to take the Elvish Mystic to induce a stumble out of them. Yeah. Yeah. The problem, chat, is this deck's not playing anything like Temur Battle Rage. So if the opponent gets on the board, we don't really have a good way to like punch through lethal. Playing Kiln Fiend without Temur Battle Rage feels a little bit weird. I think I'm inclined to take the Stampede, just because after I kill these, they might stumble and not be able to get to the Collected Company. A couple of questions that I missed in chat. Someone asked what operating system I'm running on. I'm streaming from an Ubuntu 1804 computer. No discard spell. All right. Don't fail me now, Faithless Looting. Sweet. I'm definitely binning this. Is it nuts to bin the Kiln Fiend and just try and grind them? I think I'm supposed to bin the Kiln Fiend and try and grind them out here. We're just like gonna do a Mardu Pyromancer impersonation, basically. The classic Grizzly Bear. What you got? That's a biggin. I guess I have the Dreadbore for that, huh? So I'll take Archdruid. I just want to cast my spells, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill this. We've got, how many in here now? I think we've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I'm just going to Bedlam. Hope to get a little aggressive here with this, I think. Losing the Dreadbore while they have Steel Leaf Champion feels a little bit bad, but I think drawing 3 here is probably pretty right. All right, we're able to play some disruption there and induce a bit of a stumble. Collective Brutality seems good. Liliana's bad. These seem okay. This card's really expensive. Is Dog Mom good or terrible? Kiln Fiend feels like it's got to be pretty bad in this matchup, right? Is it nuts to trade that to trim this? I feel like I want to trim this. I'm gonna trim a Thoughtseize and bring another Dog Mom in. Well, I mean, we're not winning most games where they like go super wide and flood the board, and like Dog Mom abysses them very quickly, and she can like stall the board because she's large while killing them with her activated ability. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to turn it into a control deck. I think Swiftspear is fine just because she can randomly give us draws to pressure, and she can just trade early, which is nice. What would I take out to put Team or Battle Rage in this deck? I'm not sure, honestly. You'd probably have to, like, trim some of the removal, perhaps. Yeah, the Abyss is good in games we're capable of winning. I agree with that. I got you, Dark Throne. Yeah. Thoughtseize, Forked Bolt. Let's go, chat. Thoughtseize, Forked Bolt, Brutality. Yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure I want a Thoughtseize on one here, so that way we get 2-for-1 value on this Forked Bolt. It's not that Thoughtseize is strictly bad in this matchup, per se. It's more the fact that you don't really want to draw a bunch of them because that damage from our health total really adds up. So again, we're the control deck here, so we want to minimize the amount of damage we're taking or the amount of card advantage our opponent's going to be able to generate. So I'm taking the Lead the Stampede. They're going to play the Archdruid here. We're going to Brutality, kill the Archdruid, take their Collected Company away. I don't think I want to drain. I don't think I want to drain here as well because I kind of like most of the cards in my hand. This Thoughtseize is getting into diminishing returns territory, so I'm gonna go ahead and bin that. We want to keep all my land so we can get to Dog Mom on curve. Would like that one. Just systematically picking them apart here. Assuming they don't find another Collected Company or Lead the Stampede, we should be ahead in a pretty big way. They drew Collected Company. Tilt. All right, so I'm going to do this in response here, or during my main phase here. So this way, if they have Collected Company, they need to cast it now. I don't think Approach the Second Sun really solves any problems that Archetype has. The re-up go through. Def Not Nivik Sisters Prime. The account is still subscribed to the channel. Usually have to refresh to send the notification though. Well, this is why the Green Black Elves deck is really good. Like our draw has been very good at picking them apart this game, and they just like hit a Collected Company or a Lead the Stampede, and you know, they're just like right back in the game. The deck just generates so much card advantage on top of having such aggressive draws. I really like the Green Black Elves deck. I think it's very good in the format currently. Yeah, maybe. They have to hit, like, exactly 2 Lords, though, Rog. And, like, if they hit 2 Lords, I'm probably just, like, dead to rights regardless, so... Forked Bolt's a sorcery, Algarth, so I could not kill one in response. That's not a legal play. Alright, and, Dog Mom is hopefully just going to be a moat here for a little bit. This is my moat that shocks you every turn. Go. I wonder if this deck wants a sweeper in the sideboard. I feel like there's probably a pretty good chance it might. And now I'm just, like, straight winning this race, right? Like, I'm going to attack for 5 here. I get to, like, Fatal Push the Shaman of the pack. I think Steel Leaf Champion's too cute. I think you already have more than enough powerful threes. It's just like don't have room for Steel Leaf Champion as well. If you... Elves is one of the decks in the proven section on my website. You can find my preferred Elves deck list there. Reprint to Balt with that 12-month resub. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the year of support. Also, I knight the Defender of the Realm. Go out and defend us from Twitch chat. This is probably going to bury us. Yep. Oh, I guess they can't cast these yet. It's good for us. I needed to enable Revolt Jekyll Girl. Oh, yeah. Just... These Fork Bolts do terrible, terrible things to our Elves opponent. Just... Tasty. I don't know that we're even ahead here yet, but like, that just felt good to do, chat, okay? It felt good. That was a really good draw. Because it means they get 5 Elves here. I was so excited. We really need to draw Bedlam Reveler to get back in here. Migas, 5. Thanks for checking out, honey. I appreciate that. Welcome. Where's the Shade Whirler, right? Woo! 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 Ask and you shall receive, chat. Ask and you shall receive. Woo! Woo! Lordy, lordy. Woo! Woo! Getting hot, hot, hot. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Got some good hits on both sides here. Listen, chat, you put the cards in your deck so you can draw them, okay? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is you put them in there so you can draw them. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this just to preserve my health a little bit. I think we're still... I don't want to Thoughtseize so this can attack or block. I think that's loose. I'm aware the Hazoret can't block. It also can't attack. Bolt face because then they'd be dead to double activation. It's a good thing to point out. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the reason why I didn't attack with Dog Mom last turn was because I felt, on average, I was going to be able to attack or block with Dog Mom after the first Bedlam Reveler, except in the exact scenario that we drew another Bedlam Reveler. So I think it ended up working out okay for us. That's pretty close to lethal, right? To clear these tokens. Dog Mom gets feisty. They're obligated. We just like triple abyss them here. Yeah, this game's done. There were some good hits on both sides this match. They had some good ones. We had some better ones. Bedlam Reveler just like picking this game up and pulling us, dragging us across the finish line. This card's really good. It's like the best thing about Mardu Pyromancer, not close. We basically just did like a Mardu Pyromancer impersonation there, right? Shocking with Dog Mom takes 3, so we couldn't triple shock. Hazoret's been very impressive so far this league. It's very, very good. Is it Mardu Pyromancer the best Jund deck in Torment? I would agree with that. I agree that I think Mardu Pyromancer is the best fair interactive deck in Modern. Best Thoughtseize deck, not close. To get my opinion on a deck list, if it's something you're interested in having me play, you should submit it via the Google form under the stream. If you just like my feedback on a deck list that you're working on, the best place is to post it in the Discord channel. For the subs Discord, I always give that priority. You can also whisper me on Twitch if you're not into doing the whole Discord thing. I don't know. Like, this deck's kind of aggressive, but this hand's just, like, reasonable, right? I don't think people answered yesterday, but how does tier list work when it feels relative to what you play against? I don't know what you mean, Fourth Skin. I'm not sure I understand your question. Details on how to get into the subs Discord are here. The important thing to note that the Discord thing says is you need to be using the desktop web browser to get into the subs Discord. It's not going to allow you to join from the mobile app. You'll be able to chat from the mobile app just like any other server once you're in the server, but you'll need to be on a desktop computer to actually link your accounts up and join the server. Yeah, details on donation decks can be found here. All the ins and outs of how my spreadsheet works. Tron! This hand is very bad against Tron. That being said, our opponent's draw is very medium. So I can only assume, based on how bad their hand is, that they're going to cast this Worm Coil on turn 3. Having played against Tron a bunch of times, I can only assume they're going to cast Worm Coil on 3. I think I want a Manamorphose here. And I think I'm going to make red black, because if we draw Taylor, I want to be able to play her. Drawing Kiln Fiend is also good. I just need to kill my opponent here. Wow, that draw should mean we're pretty well off here. Ripping threats are exactly what we needed here. Kiln Fiend's going to close very quickly this game. Get that one right on out of there. So we hit them for 6 this turn. We're going to hit them for every spell we cast is +4. So we're going to hit them for, this is 4, 6. This is 10. Plus the base 2 is 12. So if we draw a land, they're dead. Yeah, Kiln Fiend uncheck ends games very quickly. It's like Jeff's playing himself. They shouldn't have kept their stuff in. Like, if they were on 6 with a scry on the draw, I wouldn't have fault them. But like keeping one land map on the draw is like really ambitious. I don't know if this matchup is generically bad for this deck, but our opening hand was definitely not good in this matchup. We got pretty fortunate to draw out of it. Lighthammer, thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. How do you feel about this board plan? Forked Bolt and Fatal Push are both pretty medium. Yeah, I might have taken one extra turn to kill them. Yeah, Reveler's slow. That's fair. Just like Dog Mom's better. Do I want K-Command to destroy O-Stone? That seems kind of narrow. This might be a kind of medium matchup for Dreadbore, too. How do you feel about this? This might not be the worst. K-Command is just, like, more reach, too. Alright, I like it. Let's try it. It's a pretty easy mulligan. In a matchup where we were the control deck, I think this hand is keepable, but this is a deck that definitely leans into role assessment, and we're the beatdown in this matchup, so we need cards that allow us to actually kill them. This hand is not exciting, but I think it's a keep at 6 on the draw. I think about 1 to 2 Claim Fame. I don't know. Seems loose. What issue are we solving by doing that? Like, Claim Fame's like a card that would allow the deck to grind a little bit more, but at the same time, like, I feel like we already have a lot of tools to, like, help us grind, right? Yeah, I'm saving Bolt for post Kiln Fiend. This Bolt does 6 damage with Kiln Fiend in play. Just gonna go ahead and go to the next one here. That's pretty bad. Oh gosh, chat. Oh no. Oh no. Alrighty. Let's I'm gonna play the last one. That was kind of a medium, 2 medium hands in the last one. For people that are new to the stream, some of you will be thinking, why did Jeff concede so early? He wasn't actually dead on board. There are a lot of games of Magic where you're not dead, but you are effectively dead. And while you could play to the tiny fraction of a percentage of an out that, like, your opponent, like, disconnects, or, like, they have nothing in their deck full of 12 cantrips and 4 demonic tutors, it's generally speaking a waste of your time, especially when you're playing on Magic Online, where I could just queue up into another match immediately. And don't get me wrong when I say this, I love Magic the Gathering, but, like, when Magic players like to tout that, like, games like Hearthstone have more variance than Magic, I feel like they haven't played with lands enough. Lands add a lot of variance to a game like Magic, and they also add a lot of good things like neat deck building requirements and, like, combination of cards that you can build, but they certainly add a lot of variance to the game. The biggest problem with a Zezdel, or whatever that card's called, Stosky, is it forces you into a very specific role. A Zezdel is a card that is explicitly an aggressive card, and it doesn't allow the deck to, like, pivot into different roles depending on different matchups as easily as a lot of the other cards that we're playing. It is a card that is expressly an aggressive card and basically nothing else. Alright, so I drew another Tailor. There might have been an argument for Thoughtseizing on 1 here, honestly. I think I want to do this now, though. Ooh, sweet, that's not a... So I'm going to go ahead and take the Sylvan Scrying here, I think. I think that gives us the best chance to get under them. I'm going to play this, and then I'm just going to attack for 2 here, and then hopefully these Faithless Lootings will be lethal next turn. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to a live one. So each of these deals +4, or +5, right? So yeah, these are lethal, right? Because I have 3 on board already. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I would be surprised if this wasn't a decent matchup for us. Definitely ran a little bit bad in that last one that we played. I'm gonna board on the same plan, and hopefully we just draw 2 and 3 lands in these games. Yeah, this deck has a lot of neat ideas. I think the lack of Teamer Battle Rage, like, I could see maybe even not playing them in the main deck, but I really feel like for decks where, like, they're swarming, you might want them. But I guess at the same time, perhaps we are more interested in becoming a control deck against the decks where Kiln Fiend can't attack through. So maybe we're just supposed to like board the Kiln Fiends out against decks like Elves or Affinity or stuff like that, where they would have a lot of chump blockers. I could see that being the plan. Definitely doesn't seem like an unreasonable plan. And now Jeff takes my money. This hand's a mulligan, I think. I think any hand that's kind of close that doesn't have a Taylor Swiftspear or a Kiln Fiend is just a pretty easy mulligan in this matchup specifically. Definitely, again, like knowing your role in a matchup's important. This hand's pretty good. So grab a Blood Crypt. We're gonna have a pretty same opener as last time, which is good. Get to be nice and aggressive here on the play. We get to be aggressive, and we get to have disruptions. We get to go Swiftspear into second Swiftspear plus Thoughtseize here. That being said, they could have, if they have a different Tron piece here to guarantee turn 3 Tron, we could be in a little bit of trouble depending on how good their hand is. All right, no Tron till turn 4. No Tron till turn 4 seems really promising for us. Carpulsion Forest. Is there a Pyroclasm in my future? I feel like there might be a Pyroclasm in our future. Possible I should hold up Lightning Bolts here. They just have a bolt of their own. Yeah, I think I just take that. We're like pretty far off of Tron here. I'm like, next turn I get to go like Thoughtseize you plus Bolt you. So this bolt does 5, and this does 2, plus we have 2 on the board, so that's 9 next turn. Fragnads, if you're gonna do a skip the line, just send me the money. the deck requirements for cut the line donations are very, very low. That's a large donation. I'll play most things for $100. So if your goal is to cut the line, you can skip the form. Just send the donation and then give me the link to the deck. No, Lantern's got a special asterisk. Good try though. Good try. I appreciate the hustle. All right, so this is 8, 9, 10, 11. They are exactly dead next turn to this lightning bolt. Sure, crocheted. I don't have crocheted. Sorry, I don't have a ton of opinions on it. That is the core of the Bridgebind deck is a deck list that we pulled offline still. Just keep in mind. Are people playing Kiln Fiend and Pyromancer? That actually seems kind of sweet. If so. So, Spit Crotch. Listen, chat, I'm glancing at usernames. I'm real bad at reading stuff while I'm doing things, okay? So, my takeaway... No, that's not true at all, Nivik. My takeaway from this league was that maybe Kiln Fiend is the threat that Mardu Pyromancer has been looking for in its sideboard to kill combo decks. So one of Mardu Pyromancer's biggest issues is the fact that it struggles to close against faster decks like Tron and Storm sometimes, and this card kills very, very quickly, and I felt like against creature decks, we were boarding into a Mardu Pyromancer-esque deck anyways. So I really feel like this is doing very similar things, and I kind of would want to approach the archetype similar to this again by like starting with the Pyromancer shell, but then like playing some of these either main or the sideboard. Like people play like Rabblemaster, and like 3 mana is just so much mana for a threat in Modern. You have 2 bolts. As cheap interaction, would push be better? as it can get infect creatures, and it can easily trigger Revolt. I just want my removal to double as reach, Crocheted, is what it comes down to. I want the removal to double as reach. I don't even think you board the Pyromancers out. I just think you would go up Threats Trousers. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of what this deck was doing was very similar to Mardu Pyromancer, but just like had the kind of a better clock and no white spells. So I think this is what Rabblemaster's been really unimpressive every time we played Mardu. Just like not happy with it. All right, heading on into the next one here.